I got this request to do an eyebrow tutorial. I was kind of shocked because I was like, I don't really do much to the brows. But I do have a fuller brow. So if you have a fuller brow and you kind of want to see what it looks like to do your eyebrows in a more natural kind of way, not a lot of work, and just to see how I do it step by step, then I'll show you. But I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised because I'm like, it's gonna be boring. Okay, so I'm gonna try to stay in the frame as much as possible with my brows. I've said it before, I really work hard on the shape when I was trying to grow them out. But as you can see, these hairs kind of like grow down, and then these hairs are like perfectly up. So it's tricky because you have to kind of draw in that shape. So anyways, I'm using a MAC 208 brush. I think it's a 208 brush, but it's a really small angle brush and it's very stiff. And then the Anastasia powder. So I'm using the dark one first, the darkest color. And I'm going to use it as an angle. So use that angle to your advantage. So definitely start off with small strokes. So I'm starting off on like the middle of the front end. And I'm kind of like just drawing a straight line across. This is where growing your brows really does help you because originally like my brows were not straight, so they weren't doing this really well. And so I just draw kind of like a line underneath it. Same thing on the other side. And so as you can see right here, there's no hairs growing right there. So I'm just gonna fake it and just go ahead and just draw that line as if the hairs were there. So now I'm using the lighter color and using that to kind of brush upwards in the areas that I feel need to be filled in a little bit more. So I think it's okay to have a few like bare areas because it looks more natural. But I mean, I'm going to put a little bit of the powder here because hair doesn't grow there. But try to blend it. So that's my full brow. Just brush upwards from that line that you drew. So I don't have to go on top on this one because the hairs are pretty good there. So I'm not even going to bother with that. And then just take your spoolie. The spoolies you can get at Sally's. Like you can get like a whole pack of spoolies for like probably like $4 or something like that. I think they're a little bit too expensive at Sally's, but you can also get them online. I know Le Cosmetique, they have disposables there that are super cheap. So anyways, you can get spoolies anywhere. But it has to be kind of like if you're just getting it, if you don't want to get them online, Sally's is the best way. So I feel like the front is a little bit too dark, so I'm just going to scratch away the pigment from the eyeshadow. And then that's it. So you could also go one step further if you want to really crisp up the edges and the bottoms. I've done that before. I usually use a foundation that's the same color as mine, or my concealer that I use underneath my eyes, which isn't that much lighter. But I think for now I'm not even going to bother with it because everything else is very done up and crisp. So that's my brow routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something new. If you didn't learn something new, I don't blame you because there's a billion and one tutorials online with people who have like no hairs and they do a really awesome job creating those hairs. But I don't really have that problem. Mine is more for like a fuller brow, and if you have that problem with the top growing that way. So I hope you guys liked it. Bye.